Welcome to the Outrageous Retirement Lifestyle Podcast Series. We're closing your mind to conventional wisdom, discovering your perfect day, and challenging the aging process with every fiber in your body. Can give you the retirement lifestyle your neighbors will talk about.
Carlson from Ralph Carlson blog here, and we're continuing our series about the Plan, Do, Check, Adjust cycle. We're talking about changing your lifestyle. So this is major stuff, but we've set the plan and we've started doing some action. So now that action has been going on for a while, the plan's been playing out. Now it's time to do some checking. And so we stop, take a look at things. Now it was important when we set the goals to put some measurables in them. There should have been some time positions, should have been some quantities, so that you can measure the progress and know where it is that you are along any of the things that you're doing. And that's what we're going to do in the check step. We want to see what you've accomplished. And this is where you have to be really careful, because it's so easy to turn this check step into a downer. We're talking about major change here. We're talking about lifestyle design. We're talking about becoming a different person than you thought maybe you'd be able to be. And so when it comes time to check your progress and look at how well you're doing, you've got to be very careful not to let it take you down. What we're looking at here is what you've accomplished, how far you've come, what changes you've made. We're not concerned about that you didn't do it, that you failed to reach a goal, that you didn't make the progress that you should have made, whatever that means. It's so easy to turn any sort of monitoring into a negative, particularly if you're moving into an area where you're uncomfortable, where maybe you thought you'd never be able to go anyway, so you've got the negative reinforcements built in. It's really important here. We're not looking for what you didn't get done. We're looking for what you did get done, and we're going to revel in that. We're going to celebrate that. That's a big part of the check step, and you want to do that. Now, if you've got a coach or a mentor or somebody objective that you can go through this with, that understands where you're trying to go and wants to be helpful, the coach can give you this perspective, can keep you from going off on the negatives, because it's just human nature to focus on the negatives and focus on what you haven't done, and maybe convince yourself that you really can't do it, that you were silly to start in the first place. So that's what's so important about this step, is to not let it take you down. You're looking for what you have accomplished during that time frame, and we're talking about big changes here. So small steps, long term, make major changes. So make sure that you recognize those changes and you know that you've accomplished something. Then we can use this to make everything better. That's what we're going to do in the adjust step. But what we are doing in the check step right now is evaluating. We're evaluating the process that we've been on. We're evaluating what we have learned. Have we gotten better at certain techniques? Have we learned different skills? Have we found different tools? Maybe there are new resources that we found that we can apply. And finally, maybe we were a little bit off in the plan in the first place. Maybe the goals and the directions we set weren't quite aligned with where we really wanted to go, and we need to make some little tweaks and adjust those and refine the things that we're doing. So it's all very positive, and the power of the Plan, Do, Check, Adjust cycle is right here. Looking at your accomplishments and celebrating them, and then taking those and building on what you've learned and what you've been able to accomplish, and and making it better. And that's what we're going to do next time. We talk about the adjust step.